Coming up, it's an AFC East rematch, where Buffalo has won 6 straight against Miami. Can the Bills sweep the series for the 3rd straight year? We'll find out next.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. First down, Miami.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Not much there, only a yard. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year, with the Dolphins winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo. A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. The Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Dolphins are going to take over. At their own 41. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From just shy of midfield, Tua. And throw right side complete to Parker. Tua to Parker there for the Miami first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Gaskin again on second down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll run now with Gaskin. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Looking to pass. Tua. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession, and he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did, but there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Bills passing game, get them down the field. They've got another first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 2 now, second and goal. Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Tua going to throw. Going deep here for Parker. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Steps away to his left. 1st down and more for Allen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Brown. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Tua. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 22, Allen. And he whips that one incomplete there.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing now is Allen. Flush to his right. And he's got his tight end Knox for the Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Now we remember, of course, all-star. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of this. The pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. To throw, it's Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Allen. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Agba make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Allen going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2. Fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that point.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 4. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Pass on for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we are at halftime here. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen going deep for Diggs. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Boss, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Levi Wallace with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On first down, Allen. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. First target, first catch, and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here's Gaskin. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Miami. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Singletary to get the drive started. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Allen going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll run on first down with Moss. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Allen, and Diggs has it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Buffalo. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you didn't mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2 and now on first down. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
What's the deal, y'all?
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. The penalty is a result of that hit there.
2 and now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run with Gaskin. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown! Salvon Ahmed, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Singletary again. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football, right? You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down.
The ball comes out.
That's it, baby. You got one.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this down only to the 18. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. Dancing to his left. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Game in hand. The offense takes the knee.
He kept it in his hands and tried to cross the goal line himself, but the defense.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Bills, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Miami, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be at home.